Okay, this is the group known as the Group of Ladies. August 1994 was the original interview. This is a rendering that the transcriber Suzanne Lawrence made from a word-by-word interview. The interviewer was Moses Mora, and M.B. Hanrahan was videotaping the original interview. Again, August 31st, 1994. At the Avenue and Mita, on one corner, was Benny's Market. Valladolid, that's in quotes. And then on the other corner was Rosie Marquez's house. And next to that was Chano Chavez's house. But that wasn't Tortilla Flats, okay? Because Tortilla Flat, you had to cross the tracks. Then you had the salad bowl. Early in the morning, trucks would go by too fast on the curve and they would tip over. You'd find all kinds of vegetables and fruit and hay bales of hay. The Martinez restaurant was by Ventura Avenue and Mita, right across from Strong's welding shop. There were duplexes, another little house, and then a veterinary hospital, and around the corner on Santa Clara, a Spanish restaurant went in. Between Figueroa and Junipero was Colombo Street, running the same way. It's gone now. That would be going from north to south. Colombo had a little house made by the Indians, and there was a story about that. In the back of Farrad's store, they used to make the original French bread, and you could smell it all over the avenue. The Olivet Church was on Santa Clara, toward Patagonia, where the slaughterhouse was, on the corner of River Street. That's where a lot of Okies lived, a lot of strange people. And the blacks lived around Olive Street, but there weren't that many blacks. Gibson's Barbecue was on Figueroa. Ruth Gibson's maiden name was House, and they and the McDonald family were the only pioneer black families in town. And Japanese lived there. It was right around Brook Street, and there was one street that turned into Brook, and there was a lot of little streets like that. We lived on Brooks, and my father had a house on Garden. Brooks was a short street from the west side of the park to the other side of the track, and then River was the last street, and there was a little court of houses there. The original little park was called Seaside Park. The little square park between Romero's store and the little Feliz store. Union Ice was on Colombo, right on the corner, across from A. Henning School, and up the street we had the New York store. When it snowed, we all went down to the river. I mean, snow was just all over. We had a good time. When I was small, we used to go to the train tracks and then dive off into the river. The river was deep then. And at the time of the flood, my dad took us up, not at the cross, but at those stairs up Valdez Alley, and we sat there and watched all the water. It went only as far as Figueroa Street, but it flooded everything. Maruka was the only one that had a rowboat, and she'd get all her sisters and brothers and put them on there and then take them up in this little rowboat. The flood was when Paul was just born, so this is the flood of 1950, not the one in 1939. When you wanted to go see the movies, you went to the Ventura Theater, the American. All the girls from Ventura, we had boyfriends from Santa Paula, and they would all come in cars and take us to Santa Paula. And if we wanted to go to the show, we'd go to Ventura. Ventura was the main attraction. The Mission Theater used to have a bank night on Friday nights. They gave money away. They had a jackpot, like a raffle. You'd see the people standing out there on Figueroa Street, and at the time, I was learning English, so I wasn't very much Mexican. And then she laughs. Years ago, they used to have the Circus Vargas on that big lot next to the Regalados, Mita and Garden Street. The circus was on Garden and Santa Clara and Mita. I was just a little girl. Mimi used to work at the Green Mill. That was a lot of fun. Perez Prado was there. Maria Victoria, Jean Krupa, the King sisters, Les Brown, Harry James. I have all their autographs. I used to sing at the casino as well. The bathhouse. But we used to call it the casino too because downstairs was a skating rink and there was a teen time club. They used to have boxing down there at the end of California Street. I have a picture of where the casino was because right below the casino they used to have a platform for the kids to dance, and they had a hot dog stand. And we used to go to the beach where the Holiday Inn is now, and there was nothing, just sand. When you went down Palm Street, then you passed the track, that was Front Street, and then you had Beach Street. There isn't a Beach Street anymore. And that is that. I think we might be missing some pages of that.